Hi everyone, I hope you're all well. If you're just joining me now, then hi, it's Bethany here and welcome to my channel. Subscribe if you want to. As you can tell from the title, today I'm going to be testing out the Jordan LIpscombe new palette. She has 3 of these palettes, however I have just got one. This is the Fuego palette and it's just the palette that really appealed to me the most. So I got it and I'm going to try it out for you guys to see if it's actually worth the money. So I'm just going to give you a bit of a background information about the palette and who Jordan LIpscombe is if you didn't know her already. So if you didn't know who Jordan LIpscombe is, she is a very big YouTuber here in the YouTuber community. She is a 20-year-old girl. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe she is 20 years old. She's one of my favourite YouTubers. I always watch her videos. Her makeup tutorials are banging, like, oh my god, they are amazing. And she has collaborated with Beauty Bay to release 3 palettes. Retail for £20 each, or you can buy the 3 palettes for £50 on the Beauty Bay website. The 3 palettes are Onyx, I think that's how you pronounce it, Trooper and Fuego, and I have Fuego here. As you can see, it's a nice small, quite compact palette and it's perfect for travelling in my eyes. I have opened it already, but that was about a week ago, but I haven't tested it whatsoever. I'm waiting for this video. I haven't done any swatches, nothing like that. So I'm just going to be testing out this palette for you today. This is the first impressions, so I'm going to keep it real. She is one of my favourite YouTubers, but I'd rather be honest and tell you guys how I feel about it rather than saying how much I love it and I don't and I'm never going to wear it again, sort of thing. So if you want to see my first impressions on this palette, then just keep watching. So like I said, this palette is really small and compact and perfect for travelling. I love the sleeve that it comes in. It's like a metallic-y sort of burnt orange colour. And it just says Fuego all over the front, and it says Jordan LIpscombe for Beauty Bay on the front too. On the back it says the name of the palette, and it says that it's an eyeshadow slash highlighter palette. I will be testing out the highlighter as well. I don't have any highlighter on whatsoever. And Jordan has written on the back, if you haven't watched her video, she does tell you it all, like every time the thing. She does read out what is on the back, like not the ingredients but her little message. And it says, making a palette with Beauty Bay was a dream come true. I'm so humbled by all the love and kindness. Who doesn't love a warm toned eye look? A palette full of everyday essentials. Fuego is inspired by my Spanish roots, so let's get glam and turn up the heat. I think that's so cute, like straight to the point, and it just explains the palette all in one. I love warm tones. They are me in a palette, so that's why I bought this one. If you want me to try out any of the other palettes, then just let me know. I'll be happy to try them out. Just let me know in the comments down below if you want me to try out Onyx or Trooper, and I'll be happy to. Each palette comes with a sticker sheet and they come with a quote, Jordan's signature, the name of the palette and the Beauty Bay symbol. This one says, light a fire they can't put out. And they are all in this burnt orange shade again and metallic. So you can, obviously, because if you look at the palette, it's quite basic, it's quite plain. I like it when it's like that. I don't like too much going on. Sometimes I really like a really nice palette, but sometimes I like basic palettes as well. But if you really love your palette to be, you know, really like out there and you want to design it, then these stickers are perfect for that. Or you could put it anywhere you want. You can put the stickers around your room, on a notepad, you know, do whatever you want with them, to be honest. This is the palette. Like I said, it's quite a basic design. It just has the Beauty Bay B on the front and it's like shiny holographic sort of thing. And if we open it, I haven't opened this in like, last Saturday was the day that I got it and I just opened it then and posted it on my Instagram, but I haven't opened it since then. It's just been in my makeup drawer. So this is my first time seeing it in about 5-6 days. So yeah. So oh, yeah, now I remember. So the palette comes with a mirror. Oh, hello there, you can see me there as well. And I'm just gonna, I don't really want to show you the mirror because then you'll just get backfired. So this is the palette. It has a name sheet on it already, and I will say all the names as I go along when using them. And yeah, but this is the palette. Comes with 6 eyeshadow shades and 2 highlights. Obviously you can use the highlights as a shadow if you wanted to. I'm that type of person that likes to use highlighters as some shadow sometimes, as I feel like it creates really good reflexes. But as you can see, it's such a warm toned palette. You've got 4 mattes and 2 shimmers. These 2 shimmers are amazing. This one here is looking a lot more pinky toned on camera, like really pink, and it's not, it's more like a cranberry shade, and that is perfect now we're coming into autumn. Also, you can create loads of Christmas looks with this, I suppose, and you can create just neutral everyday today looks, or you can go really dark and deep and really experiment with them, which is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to be testing out the 2 highlighters as well. As you can see, like, look how amazing they look. Oh my god. Like, one's really gold toned and the other one's more champagne. Like, how amazing is that? I love that it has a really big mirror at the front as well, because I love palettes with mirrors. Instead of getting another mirror out, then you can just have this one, you know. Woo, woo, woo. So I'm gonna go with the names of the eyeshadows. So I'm just going to lay that out to there so I can read it as I go along. So this first shade here is called Tan. This one in the middle is called Pinot or Pinot? Pinot? Pinot. I feel like it's called Pinot. This one's called Mercy. This one is called Ember. This one is Mocha. This one is Molten, as it is like a molten gold colour. This one is Gold Dust, and this one is Heart of Gold. So I love the names. They really represent all like warm tones. They just really match up with the palette in itself. So yeah, let's get down to testing. I'm just going to be doing one eye on camera and I'll do the other eye off camera, but I just want you to get my first basic impressions. So I'm first going to be going in with Tan, which is this colour here. It does pick up loads of shadow. I don't know if you can see that. Let me just... It does pick up loads. In the pan, there's not too much like drop out. Let me try and show you. There's just a little bit like of fallout on the palette. It's not focusing. Right, it's not focusing, it's being annoying. Yeah, there's not too much like fallout on the palette, which I think is really good. There's a tiny bit, but you sort of expect that. I'm just going to still tap off the excess because I don't know how pigmented these are. And I'm just going to run that on my socket. Wow, this is like pigmented. Considering I tapped off the excess as well, I still didn't think it was going to be like this pigmented. They blend out really nicely. I didn't have to do too much to that, and there's already like a blend. Like, I really like that. So I'm just going to take a bit more of Tan and just start to deepen up a little bit. I'm still tapping off the excess because I know these are quite pigmented now. Fallout wise, under my eyes, there is no fallout that I can see at the moment. Yeah, like there is no fallout underneath my eyes whatsoever. So I'm really happy with that. I did bake anyway, so if there was to be fallout, I can just swoop it off. So I'm next going to go in with Ember, which is just this shade here. I'm going to place that directly under tan. I didn't want to go straight in with the dark colours just because I like to take it step by step with my eyeshadow. So again, just using window wipe motions. And then swirling out. They are really like blending together, like I don't have to do too much. In and just above my crease as well, just under that tan colour. Like so. And then I just take the first brush and then just stop going out of focus. And then just go slightly above that. I don't have any more product on that brush. So I'm then going to take an even smaller fluffy brush and I'm going to take the shade Pinot. I don't think it's called Pinot, I think it's Pinot, I think it's a silent T, which again is just this shade here. And this is quite an easy palette because you basically have a look. You have a look laid out for you already, so you don't have to be like, oh, what colour should I use first, what colour should I use next, and all that sort of stuff. You can just go in and be like, right, I go that one, that one, that one, that one, and then I add a shimmer, and then I do my highlight, you know? It's laid out for you, so it makes, for people who are not like as advanced in eyeshadow but want to keep trying eyeshadow and want to build on their skills, this is perfect for you because you can really just test it out and just, it's all laid out so you can create a really nice look with this eyeshadow palette. Obviously you don't have to use all the colours. If you want just a subtle eye, you can just go for like tan all over, and that you can just leave that with a shimmer. You can use one of the highlighter colours with tan. You know, it really all works out. You can experiment in this palette a lot, I can see. And this one I'm putting directly in the crease and placing it on my outer corner as well. So I'm just going to pat it down first. I do like that. That's a really nice shade. And the colours are actually coming off like the same as they are in the palette. You know, in some palettes when you can see a certain colour, like you look at a colour and you're like, that is such a nice colour. Then you put it on your skin and you're just like, this isn't the colour I just picked. This is a completely different colour. These are not like that. These have a true representation on the palette as they do on the skin. So again, I'm just packing it on the outer corner. And then just bringing it in the crease. Like so. I really like this colour. So I'm just going to intensify that as much as I want. I do have a little bit of fallout here, as you can see, but it's not like major, it's not the end of the world, you know. And I did bake, so I can just easily swipe that away. Harper is asleep, if you're wondering. She is in her swingy chair. She has been asleep for a while, so after this video I need to wake her up, because I don't want her to sleep too long. She's got doctors today, guys, and she's got her first set of injections, and I'm like, I really don't want them to happen, you know. See, I'm just going back in with all the brushes that I used. Yeah, I really don't want her to have the first injections. I know they're gonna help obviously in future times, but I'm just worried. Like, I'm so scared. Like, you don't want anything to hurt them, and she's probably gonna cry, and oh my god, I'm really not looking forward to it. A small pencil brush. I have wiped off the product, it's just stained. I have done that with all my brushes. I've wiped off all the products, but a lot of them just stain a lot because they need a deeper clean, and I'll probably be doing that after this as well. So I'm going to take now Mocha, which is the last shade I'm going to be using to really darken up the eye. And I'm just going to apply this on the outer corner and slightly into the crease. I'm not going to go too heavy into the crease. And this just really helps to deepen up the eye. So again, I just pack it on like so, and then take small motions into the crease like that. And again, just going back with all the brushes that you used, and that is all the mattes done. Like, that is banging. Love it, mate. I love it, mate. Next, I'm going to be taking a flat brush, and I'm going to take Molten and just put that all over, like more towards my inner corner halfway. And then I'm going to take Mercy and use that to blend the mattes into the shimmers. I have heard that if you wet the brush, the pigment comes out better, but I'm going to try it just without first, just for the sake of the video. Yeah, like as you can see, it's not picking up, like there's like hardly like no shimmer on my eye doing that. So I'm gonna wet the brush and we'll go from there. Yeah, and that's picked up so much more product now. As you can see, this is like really pink. I do have quite a bit of fallout again, but you know, that's expected. And then I'm gonna go in with Mercy and just use that to blend in the two colours. There you go. And then I'm just going to do my under eyes. So impressions on the glitter, well not the glitter, like the shimmery shades. They are really nice, but you make sure that you use your brush wet. Otherwise it's not gonna, the colour payoff is not good if it's dry. It is so much better wet. They aren't like the shimmeriest of shades, but you know, they come up really nicely on the eye as well. I don't usually go for like all dark, like even the shimmer. If I go for a dark eye, I usually go for quite a light shimmer. So this is quite new for me, but I like it. I really like the mix of colours on the eye. So I'm going to take Tan on that same brush that I used for tan anyway, and just run that under my eye. And that's all I'm going to do on the under eye because I don't want it to be too extravagant. So I'm going to do the same on the other eye, put some eyelashes on, sort out the little bit of fallout, and then I'll be back to test out the highlighters and then give you my overall feedback on the palette itself. So I just put some lashes on and finished the other eye. So this is the finished eyes. My eyelashes ain't like fully dry yet, so just bear that in mind. But yeah, those are the finished eyes. I like it. It's different to what I usually go for. Like really different to what I go for. So now we're going to try out the highlighters. And I'm going to try gold dust, as I think it will suit my skin tone a lot better. So I'm just going to put that on the brush. It does look more glittery, but I'll see how it applies on the skin. Ooh. That's really nice. It doesn't come off like too gold, but it's a nice, it's a light gold with like reflexes of like champagne in it as well. A nice champagne colour. I do like that. In the pan, like when you get it on your brush, it's like really glittery. It's like you're putting a pigment on, but when you put it on the skin, it doesn't. It actually like goes really nicely onto the skin. It doesn't look like you just literally packed on a pigment, if you get what I mean. So I'm going to use that for my nose. Cupid's bow. I'm also going to use it for my inner corner and brow highlight. So I quickly just went off camera to do my lips, and I just sprayed some setting spray all over my face. But yeah, this is the finished look. I really like it. Like, it's so different. I love the matte shades in the palette. I think they're absolutely amazing. I would use them all the time. I'm not the keenest on the shimmer shades, just because of the colour payoff and the fallout. It wasn't the best, to be honest with you, in my opinion. The highlight, I absolutely love the highlight. I think the colour is so nice, and there's a darker colour in there as well for deeper skin tones, but I'm absolutely in love with it. So yeah, this is the finished look. I hope you all enjoyed. Smash a big thumbs up if you did, and you want me to do more testing videos, testing new makeup, and doing maybe a full face of first impressions if you would like that. Comment down below if you want me to try out the other Jordan LIpscombe palettes, and subscribe if you want to see more of this face. I will see you all next week for another video. Bye guys!